Jai Hind everyone. So today's video is of probability PYQs of NDA 2 2023. Okay, we have covered PYQs of NDA 1 2024. Okay, you can download this PDF from our Telegram channel Study Cadet. Right. Now see the first question. Okay. See the first question here. You can attempt it by pausing the video. Okay, now see, ABCD are mutually exclusive and exhaustive events. Okay, then if this then what is 77p probability of A? Okay, we know that if there are mutually exclusive and exhaustive events, then the sum of probabilities of all the events will be 1, right? So same concept we will use. Now PA, I will not write PA PB, I will simply write ABCD. Okay, you need to understand that to save our time. 2 PA is A. Okay, B will be 2 upon 3 PA, means 2 upon 3 A. C will be 2 upon 4, means 1 upon 2 A. D will be 2 upon 5 A. This is equal to 1. So now add every each 2 1 2. Okay, we need to add every fraction. So 1 plus 2 upon 3 plus 1 by 2 plus 2 by 5 equal to 1. So it will be 5 2 3 means 15, 30. Okay, 30, and here we will have 30 plus 20 plus 15 plus 5 6 jar 2 6 jar 12 equal to 1. 30 50 60 70 77. Okay, we have 77 upon 30. A equal to 1. Now it is asking 77 PA, means 77 A. 30 will go that side, so it will be 1 into 30. So answer is 30. Simple. Two distinct natural numbers from 1 to 9 are picked at random. What is the probability that their product has 1 in its unit place? Okay, the same question we did in NDA 1 2024. Natural numbers 1 to 9 picked at random. 1 2 3 till 9. Two natural numbers. Their product has 1 in its unit place. X into Y, the product should be 1 in its unit place, right? So what are those combinations? We can see, and it is written that distinct, not equal. Okay, so we can see 2 3 into 7, that is 21, right? And we can see 1 into 9, that is 9. Oh, no, it will not be there. 1 into 9, how will this come, brother? So other than 7 into 3, we don't have any other option, right? Their product has 1. Okay, we don't have any other option. 8 3 2 3. Okay, so what will be the answer? So we have only one event. Number of events 1. Okay, and we can pick 9C2. So 1 upon 9C2 means 1 into 9 into 8 upon 2 4 1/36 should be the answer. Two dice are thrown. What is the probability that the difference of numbers on them is 2 or 3? Difference means x minus y. The modulus of x minus y difference should be 2 or 3. Okay, so we can see that 1 comma 3 and 1 comma 2 comma 4 and 3 comma 5, 4 comma 6, we have difference 2 in those. Okay, and in 3 we need 3 difference, so 1 comma 4, 2 comma 5 and 3 comma 6. Okay, 3 are these, but we can reverse them also. Means if we have x1 and y3, we can have x3 and y1, so the cases will be doubled. 4 into 2 and here also 3 into 2, so 4 into 2 8, 3 into 2 6, 8 6 14. We have 14 total cases, sorry, our possible cases, and in sample space we have probability difference. Okay, 2 dice are thrown, so 6 square means 36, so 7/18, this should be the answer. The probability that a person recovers from a disease is 0.8. What is the probability that exactly 2 persons out of 5 will recover from the disease? Okay, very good question, but very easy question. Recovers from a disease. Okay, it's a question of binomial distribution. Okay, so exactly 2 means 5C2 and P2Q 5 minus 2, that is 3. Okay, so 5C2 is 10, P is our 0.8 means 8/10, its square, and Q is our 1 minus 0.8 means 0.2, that is 2/10, its cube. So now we have 10 into 8 into 8, it is 2 to the power 3, and 2 to the power 3 means 2 to the power 6, and it's 3, 2 to the power 9 upon 10 to the power 5. This will cut and this will be 10 to the power 4. So 2 to the power 9 is 512 upon 1 2 3 4 4 0. So it will be 0.0512. D option will be the correct. Now see, suppose that there is a chance for a newly constructed building to collapse, whether the design is faulty or not. The chance that the design is faulty is 10%, the chance that the building collapses is 95%. If the design is faulty, otherwise it is 45%. If it is seen that the building has collapsed, then what is the probability that it is due to faulty design? Now don't fear by seeing the length of the question. It is very easy question of Bayes theorem. Okay, and maximum cases, if you have this much long question, then it will be only of Bayes theorem, right? So how do we need to do? See, it's a short trick. The chance that we need to see that what is the probability that it is due to faulty design. Okay, due to faulty design. So we will take the probability of faulty design in upper side, means the chance that the design is faulty is 10%. The design is faulty, that is 10%, and not faulty, that will be 90%. Okay, if the design and when it is faulty then collapses, it is 95%. When it is not faulty then collapses 45%. Simply we in which favor we are going, means faulty design, we will take it in upper side. Okay, in numerator. So 10 into 95 we will do here, and below we will add both of these, plus 90 into 45. Okay, so what will be 0 0 0 cancelled out, 95 Okay, so 19, 19 and 9. It will be 19 upon 28. Okay, 9 into 9, that is 81. 81 plus 19, that will be 100. So it is 19 upon 100. So 0. This will be the answer. Easy. Don't fear by the length of the question. Okay, it's a very easy question. A fair coin is tossed 6 times. What is the probability of getting a result in the 6th toss which is different from those obtained in first 5 tosses? Okay, 6 times means 2 to the power 6. It is our sample space. Okay, now 6th toss it should be different, means in first 5 tosses there should be either head or tail in each. Okay, means 5 times head or 5 times tail, then only the 6th one will be the different. If there are 5 head and 1 tail, then it is different. If there is 5 tail and 1 head, then it is different. So we have only 2 cases, means number of events, that is 2. So 2 upon 2 to the power 6, it is 1 upon 32. C is the right answer. In a class there are n students including the students P and Q. What is the probability that P and Q sit together if seats are assigned randomly? Okay, you need to understand permutations and combination here. Okay, if you know P and C chapter, then only you can do this. N students including P and Q, what is the probability P and Q sit together? Okay, P and Q sit together. How many students? N. Okay, so how will we do it? N minus 1. Okay, we will do PQ together and then rest of N student. So now we have N minus 1 because these are fixed, these two are fixed. N minus 1 factorial upon into this, they will interchange, 2 factorial upon total we have n, so n factorial. What will it come? N minus 1 factorial. N factorial is simply n into n minus 1 factorial, you should know that. So it will get cancelled out. 2 upon n is our answer. Okay, next question. In a binomial distribution B and P, n equal to 6 and 9, this what is P equal to? Okay, simply put the value. We know that Px is equal to R equal to NCR PR Q minus R. So simply put this, 9 Px4 means n is 6, so we will write 6C4 P P4 Q 6 minus 4, that is 2, and this side x equal to 2 means 6C2 P2 Q 6 minus 2, that is 4. So we can see that 9 into 6C4 and 6C2 both will be equal because 4 plus 2 equal to 6, so it will get cancelled out. P to the power 4 P Q square, so we can take P square Q square common and P square Q square, then Q square, it will get cancelled out. Now we have 9P square is equal to Q square, so we can say from here that 3P is equal to Q. Okay, and we know that P plus Q is equal to 1, right? So we can know the value of P from here. What will it be? P plus Q, Q is equal to 1 minus P, 3P is equal to 1 minus P, 4P is equal to 1, P is equal to 1 by 4. Okay, 3 boys PQR and 3 girls are to be arranged in a row for a group photograph. Okay, in a row, right? This is a very beautiful question. What is the probability that all 3 boys sit together? All 3 boys sit together. So B, 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 all three boys sit together, b1, b2, b3. Now we have 4, 1 2 3 4, 4 factorial into, now these boys will interchange. Now total we have 6c2, no sorry 6 factorial to arrange in a row. Now what is it? 4 factorial into 6 upon 6 into 5 into 4 factorial. 1 upon 5 should be the answer. Now what is the probability that boys and girls sit alternatively? Okay, means this will be simply like 3 factorial for boys, 3 factorial for girls, and they can interchange also, means in place of boy. Okay, let me make it b1, b2, b3 and g1, g2, g3. If it is position, then they can interchange it also, means in place of b1, b2, b3 there can be g1, g2, g3. So that's why we will do multiply with 2 upon we have 6 factorial. So 3 factorial, 3 factorial, 6 into 6 into 2 upon 6 into 5 factorial, 120. So means 1 upon 10 should be the answer. What is the probability that no two girls sit together? Okay, no two girls sit together means in where are two girls, we need to have one boy between two girls. Okay, this is the case. So we have 4 places for girls where they can sit. In 4 places we will have 3 girls, so 4p3. Okay, or you can say we will select 3 girls in 4 places, then we will arrange them. This is also same. Okay, so 4p3 into, now boys 3 factorial upon total 6 factorial. 4p3 is simply 4 factorial. 3 factorial 6, 6 into 5 into 4 factorial, sir. This is also the same answer, 1 upon 5. Got it? Now see, what is the probability that P and Q take two end positions? Okay, P and Q end position means we have 4 places left for the remaining ones. So it will be simply 4 factorial. Now PQ can interchange, so into 2 factorial upon 6 factorial. It will be 4 factorial into 2 upon 6 into 5 into 4 factorial. This will get cancelled out. So 1 upon 15 should be the answer. Are you enjoying these questions? Okay, 3 boys, same question. What is the probability that Q and U sit together? Q and U sit together. Now we have 1 2 3 4 and 5. No, sorry, this one will not be there. 1 2 3 4 5 6, they all are here. Now see, we have 5 factorial into these two will arrange 2 factorial upon 6 factorial. This will be 2 into 5 factorial upon 6 into 5 factorial. So 1 upon 3 should be our answer. So we have completed our questions of NDA 2023, okay, which were asked on the chapter of probability. Okay, see you in the next video. Okay, you can download this PDF from Study Cadet channel, Telegram channel. Okay, and let me tell you one thing also, that if you want to improve probability, the chapter probability, you want to make strong this chapter for your exam. Okay, so you need to strengthen your set, this chapter, your permutation and combination, this chapter. These two chapters should be strong enough. Okay, after that you should learn the concepts and the definition of some, like we have exclusive events, exhaustive events, okay, independent events. We have some theorems also, like we have conditional probability, we have total probability, we have Bayes theorem, okay. And you should also learn probability distribution and binomial distribution, okay. These things you need to learn if you want to strengthen your probability chapter, okay. So keep studying. Jai Hind. Bye bye.